Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is the video for answering question number 1 for final exam critical thinking and problem solving. First, okay, let's go. Hello. Today we're going to dive into an interesting topic related to climate change and its impact on polar bear population. As a researcher, I've come across two studies recently. One indicates a decline in the polar bear numbers, while the other suggests the population is stable. So what's going on? How do we evaluate these contradictory studies? So let's find out. First, we need to examine the methodology of each study. What's the data gathered in comparable ways? Differences in methodology can result in different findings. For example, one study might have surveyed a large geographical area, while the other might have been more localized. Next, consider the time frame. What's the data collected over the same time period? Climate change and its effects are not linear and can fluctuate over the time. If one study was carried out over a more extended period, it may show trends that not apparent in short-term study. Sample size is also critical in scientific research. A large sample usually provide a more accurate data representation of population. A small study may have over or underestimated the population due to change. Another aspect to consider is the location. Polar bears are spread across 5 countries in Antarctic region, and each area may face a different climate change impact. A study conducted in Canada might not apply to polar bear population in Norway, for instance. The impresentation and statistical analysis of data is another crucial factor. Was the data appropriately analyzed? Misinterpretation or improper use of statistical tests can lead to incorrect conclusion. We must also look at the peer review status of each study. Has the study been reviewed by other experts in the field? A peer review study has undergone some scrutiny by other scientists, providing a level of credibility to the findings. It's equally important to synchronize potential conflict of interest. Did the research have any biases that may have influenced their interpretation of the result? For instance, were they funded by an organization with a specific agenda? One must not overlook the potential impact of other environmental or anthropogenic factors like hunting, oil and gas development, and shipping routes, which can significantly affect polar bear population. Having all these factors, we can critically assess the studies. Now, remember, contradiction in scientific studies is not usual. Science is a continuous process of discovery, and a conflicting finding can serve as a springboard for further research. Moreover, it's crucial to remember that the science operates on the balance of probability, not certainless. It's possible for both studies to technically correct based on the data and the methodology they use. But they might be highlighting different aspects of complex situation. The declining in polar bear population in some areas could due to specific local environmental changes, whereas a stable population elsewhere might be due to different regional factors. What is an essential? Regardless of the apparent contradiction, is to recognize the role that climate change play in altering the habitats and survival of polar bears. We know that sea ice, which is crucial for polar bears to hunt seal, is dismissing due to global warming. Even if the polar bear appear to stable now, the, the ongoing loss of their sea ice habitat suggests that they will face significant challenge in the future. It's important to continue monitoring this population and to take action to mitigate the impact of climate change. In conclusion, we have when we face seemingly conflict studies, it's essentially to critically assess the methodology, context, and broader implications of each research. It's allow us to understand the full picture rather than just isolated finding. We must remember that scientific research is a dynamic process, and finding can evolve over time as we gather more data and our understanding deeps. Today's contradiction could be tomorrow's breakthrough. We should use these different studies to broaden our understanding and to push for more research. And the more we know, the better we can protect these magnificent creatures and their vital Arctic habitats. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this video has provided some valuable insight into how researchers approach and evaluated conflict studies. It's through this meticulous process that we continue to expand our knowledge and understanding of the world around us. Remember, science isn't about having all the answer. It's about asking a better question. Let's continue to ask those questions, to challenge our understanding, and to seek with the open, curious, and critical mind. And as always, let's keep starving for the future where both human and polar bear have healthy, sustainable environment. Thank you for your time, and until next time, stay tuned. Thank you.